Okay, so let us try to solve another model using the branch and bound algorithm. So for the problem, so we have the maximize z is equal to 10x sub 1 plus 20x sub 2. So we have two decision variables and then we have two constraints. 6x sub 1 plus 8x sub 2 is less than or equal to 48. X sub 1 plus 3x sub 2 is less than or equal to 12. Where x sub 1, x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 0 and integers. So, kagaya lang po ng ating mga naging previous example, so susundan po natin yung procedure or steps using the graphical solution. Okay? So, yung first step natin, we need to get the coordinates of these two constraint or these two equations. So, we need to convert into the standard form and then get the values of x sub 1 and x sub 2. So, for equation 1, so x sub 1 is equal to 0, x sub 2 is equal to 6. And if x sub 2 is equal to 0, then x sub 1 is equal to 8. And then for equation 2, x sub 1 is equal to 0, x sub 2 is equal to 4. And then if x sub 2 is equal to 0, then x sub 1 is equal to 12. So for equation 1, yung ating coordinate is 0, 6, and then 8, 0. And then for equation 2, we have 0, 4, and then 12, 0. So after that, ipa-plot po natin sa ating Cartesian plane or sa ating first quadrant. So, ito po yung ating magiging plot. And then, meron po tayong feasible region wherein at point A, we have 0, 4. At point B, 0, 0. At point C, 8, 0. And then, at point D, or the intersection between two equations, so, naturuan ko na naman po kayo para mas mabilis makuha yung intersection ng dalawang line using the calculator. So, ang atin pong intersection or x sub 1, x sub 2 is equivalent to 4.8 and 2.4. Okay? So, yan po yung ating mga corner point ng feasible region. And after that, we need to substitute to the objective function. Z is equal to 10x sub 1 plus 20x sub 2. So, at point A, z is 80. At point B, z is 0. At point C, z is 80. And then at point D, z is 96. So, since maximization, pipiliin po natin yung maximum value which is 96. And then for the values of x sub 1, we have 4.8. And for x sub 2, we have 2.4. At dun po papasok yung ating branch and bound algorithm. Kasi nga po, non-integer yung ating value ng decision variable. Okay? Okay, so mag-i-start po tayo sa ating first node or for level 0. So we have z is equal to 96, wherein x sub 1 is equal to 4.8 and x sub 2 is equal to 2.4. So dun sa ating general procedure number 3, so identify the variable x sub k where the value has the maximum fractional part. So, pipiliin po natin yung may pinakamalaking fraction. So, dito sa ating dalawang non-integer, so si x sub 1 yung merong pinakamalaking fraction, ibig sabihin x sub 1 yung kailangan natin ng branching. At ano yung ating dalawang constraint na mapoform dun sa ating x sub 1? So, we have x sub 1 is less than or equal to 4 and x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 5. Okay? And then, magkakaroon po tayo ng level 1 para sa ating value or new optimal or new feasible region or new values of x sub 1, x sub 2 for level 1. Okay? So, mag-add po tayo ng dalawang node. So, kapag na-plot po natin itong dalawang constraint sa ating feasible region or dun sa ating graph kanina, so ito po yung mangyayari. So, x sub 1 is less than or equal to 4, x sub 1 is equal to 4, and x sub 2 is 0. So, yan po ang ating line. Ito po, kung makikita nyo, ito yung ating line, and then ang ating arrow ay papunta sa left. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon tayo ng point dito or the intersection. Nag-intersect po yung ating x sub 1 is equal to 4 dun sa ating equation 2. Bakit equation 2? Kasi ito po, ito yung point niya, 0, 4. Ibig sabihin na hanapin natin yung equation na merong coordinate na 0, 4. At ano po yung ating ano po yung ating value dito ng x sub 1, x sub 2? So we have 4 and 2.67. So ito ngayon po yung ating bagong feasible region. So dito sa ating point A, B, E, and also dito sa ating nag-intersect, aalamin natin yung may pinakamalaking value ng z. At dito sa 4, ito po yung may pinakamalaking value. Therefore, ito po yung ilalagay natin na value ng x sub 1, x sub 2, and also yung z dun sa ating node 2. Okay? So, for node 2, we have x sub 1 is equal to 4, x sub 2 is equal to 2.67, and then we have z is equal to 93.4. So, 10 times 4 plus 20 times 2.67. And then, para naman po sa ating x sub 1 greater than or equal to 5, so papunta naman po sa right yung ating arrow. Ibig sabihin, meron po tayong intersection dito sa part dito at naka-form tayo ngayon ng new feasible region na triangle. So kung mapapansin natin dito, yung ating x sub 1 is equal to 5, doon naman siya nag-intersect sa may coordinate natin na 0, 6 at 8, 0. So yun po ay equation 1. Ibig sabihin, isa-substitute natin ang x sub 1 is equal to 5 to equation 1 to get the value of x sub 2. At ano po yung ating value? We have 5 and 2.25. At dito po sa ating tatlong corner point na 5, 0, 5, 5 and 2.25 and also 8, 0, aalamin natin ang may pinakamalaking value ng z. At ang may pinakamalaking value po ng z is yung ating 5 and 2.25. So yan po ang ilalagay natin dito sa ating node 3. We have x sub 1 is equal to 5, x sub 2 is equal to 2.25. And the value of z is equal to 95. Okay? And then since dun sa ating node 2 and node 3, meron pa po tayong non-integer, ibig sabihin, may kailangan pa pong branching. Okay? So sabi ko nga, so titigil lang po tayo ng branching kapag integer or whole number na po ang values ng ating x sub 1 and x sub 2. Okay? So for node 2, so we have x sub 2 is equal to 2.67. So ibig sabihin x sub 2, automatic ang magkakaroon ng branching. At ano ngayon ang dalawang constraint natin? We have x sub 2 less than or equal to 2 and x sub 2 greater than or equal to 3. Okay? And then, para naman po sa ating node 3, x sub 2, yung kailangan din po nating i-branch. Kasi yun po yung non-integer. Same po sa ating node 2, we have x sub 2 is less than or equal to 2. And then, x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 3. Okay? So, yan po ngayon yung ating ipa-plot na bagong mga constraint dun sa ating bagong feasible region para ma-partition or makuha natin yung bagong feasible region for that level 2 or for that nodes. Okay? Okay, so proceed po tayo. So, dito naman, so ipapalat na po natin siya dun sa ating bagong mga feasible region. So, ayan. So, after po natin na ma-plot, so dun muna po tayo sa branching na nandun sa node 2. We have x sub 2 greater than or equal to 2 and x sub 2 greater than or equal x sub 2 less than or equal to 2 and x sub 2 greater than or equal to 3. So, ito po yun. So, pababa dito, ito yung x sub 2 na pababa at ito naman yung x sub 2 pataas. So, dito sa una, kung mapapansin natin, nagkaroon ulit tayo ng bagong feasible region. Okay? So, ang mga coordinates natin or corner point dito is 0, 0, 0, 2, and then we have 4, 0, and then itong intersection natin dito is we have 2 and 4. Sorry, baligtad. So, ito ay 4 and 2. So, 4 ang ating x sub 1 and then 2 ang ating x sub 2. At yun ang ilalagay ngayon natin dun sa ating node 4. We have x sub 1 is equal to 4 and x sub 2 is equal to 2. And the value of z, so i-substitute natin sa ating objective function, we have 80. Okay? And then, para naman po sa sunod, sa greater than or equal to 3, ito naman po yung ating arrow, pataas. At meron tayong naging intersection dito. Ang mga naging corner point natin, nitong bagong feasible region natin dito sa taas, we have 0, 3, and then 0, 4. And then, itong point na to, ay di para mas accurate or mas tama po yung ating maging value, isasubstitute natin ang x sub 2 equal to 3 dito po sa ating equation na merong 0, 4 na coordinate, which is equation 2, sorry. So, equation 2. So, ano po ang magiging value ng ating x sub 1 pag sinubstitute natin ang x sub 2 is equal to 3. So, we have x sub 1 is equal to 3. Therefore, x sub 1 is equal to 3 and x sub 2 is equal to 3. And z is equal to 90. Okay? So, dito po sa ating branching na nangyari dito sa ating baba ng ating node 2, kung mapapansin natin ay both the values of x sub 1, x sub 2 are integers. Meaning, wala na po tayong magiging branching na susunod dito. Okay, so pwede na tayo mag-decide dito sa dalawa. Since integers yung ating mga value, so dito sa ating node 4, so i-consider natin siya as bottom. Bakit? Kasi mas malaki po yung value ng z natin na 90 compared dun sa ating 80. Okay? So kaya ito pong ating node 4 ay considered as bottom or bottom node. Next, so dito naman po sa kabila, sa baba po ng ating node 3, after natin ang branching, so we have x sub 2 is less than or equal to 2. So ito naman po yun. Ito yun, itong part na to, yung ating triangle kanina na feasible region. So nagkaroon ulit tayo ng bagong intersection dito. So para siya ay makuha, ay di isa-substitute po natin ang x sub 2 is equal to 2 dun sa ating equation 1. Bakit equation 1? Kasi yun po yung may coordinate na 8 and 0. At ano po ang value niya? So we have, ayun po, we have 5.33 and 2. Okay? So yun po ang intersection natin dito. Pero since ito po, yung sa x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 3, so unahin po natin ito kasi ito yung hindi natamaan ng ating feasible region. Okay? Ibig sabihin, infinite po yung ating ilalagay and then we have no feasible solution. And then, dito naman po, balik tayo sa x sub 2. So, syempre, ito po yung ating may maximum na z. Kaya yan po ang ilalagay natin. X sub 1 is equal to 5.33. And then, x sub 2 is equal to 2. And then, z is equal to 93.3. Okay? At since meron pa po tayong non-integer, x sub 1 is equal to 5.33, ibig sabihin kailangan po natin dito ng branching. Pero dito po sa ating figure or feasible region, since dun sa una, since nakuha na po natin yung mga whole number or integer value, so tapos na po tayo dito. Ibig sabihin, ang kailangan na lang po natin i-evaluate ay kung alin yung meron pang non-integer. Okay? So, dito po sa ating may value na 5.33 which is x sub 1, kailangan po natin ng another branching. Okay? So, since 5.33, ang dalawang constraint natin ay x sub 1 is less than or equal to 5 and x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 6. And then, yun naman po ang ating igagraph or ipa-plot dito sa ating natitirang feasible region. Okay? Okay, so ito na po yung ating model ng branch and bound algorithm. And then, ipa-plot na po ngayon natin yung ating x sub 1 is less than or equal to 5 and x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 6 dun sa ating natitirang feasible region. So, kapag po yan nilagay natin or na-plot natin, so ito po yung magiging figure niya. So, dito, papunta siya sa left x sub 1 is less than or equal to 5. Ito po yun. And then, x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 6. Ito naman po yun. Okay? So, dito class, sa ating x sub 1 is less than or equal to 5. So, may tinamaan tayo na feasible region na kung saan ang ating value ay yung 5, 0 and also 5, 2. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pipiliin natin dito sa dalawa yung may pinakamalaking value ng z. So, dito sa una, sa 5, 0, ang z niya ay 50. At dito naman sa pangalawa, 5 times 10 plus 20 times 2, we have z is 90. So, itong maximum, ito po yung ating ilalagay dito. Kaya, ang ating values ng x sub 1, x sub 2 ay 5 for x sub 1 and 2 for x sub 2. And z is equal to 90. Okay? So, tapos na po tayo dyan since integer na yung kanyang value. Next, x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 6. Ito naman po yung ating nagawang line na kung saan nagkaroon po ulit tayo ng bagong intersection dito. Ibig sabihin class, si x sub 1 is equal to 6, isa-substitute natin sa equation 1. Okay, substitute nga natin sa equation 1. Hindi magiging 6 times 5, 30. Lilipat sa kabila. 48 minus 30 is 18. 18 over 6, ano po ang ating value ng x sub 2? So, we have 1.5. Kaya po ang intersection na yun ay 6 and 1.5. At ito na lang class, yung natitira nating bagong feasible region. Okay, so dito po sa ating value na 6, 0, 6 and 1.5, and 8 and 0, aalamin natin ang may mas malaking value ng z. At ito po ang may mas malaki, yung 6 and 1.5. So, yun po ang ilalagay natin dito. Okay? X sub 1 is equal to 6, x sub 2 is equal to 1.5, and z is equal to 90. Okay? And then, since x sub 2 is a non-integer, ibig sabihin x sub 2, kailangan pa po ng branching. At ano po ang magiging dalawang constraint for x sub 2? So, we have x sub 2 is less than or equal to 1, and x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 2. Okay? Ulitin ko, x sub 2 is less than or equal to 1, and x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 2. Ito yung mga integer na pwede nating makuha dun sa value ng 1.5. Okay? So, next. Ayan. So, kung makikita natin, tayo ay nasa level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, level 4. So, ipa-plot po ulit natin yan dun sa ating natitirang triangle or graph kanina. So, after nating i-plot, ito po yung ating magiging value. X sub 2 is less than or equal to 1. Ito po yung arrow natin pababa. At nagkaroon ulit tayo class ng intersection dito. Yung triangle natin ay na-divide, nahati. Okay? And then, for x sub 2, greater than or equal to 2, we have no feasible region or infinite, or no feasible solution kasi hindi naman po tinamaan ang ating triangle. Okay? So, for the intersection, dito, we have, sasubstitute po natin yung x sub 2 is equal to 1 sa ating equation 1, and then, x sub 2 is equal to 6.67. At dito class, ang may malaking value ng z, ay syempre ito 6.67 and 1. At yun ang ating ilalagay. And then for the value of z, we have 86.7. And then sa kabila, since hindi naman tinamaan ang ating triangle o yung ating feasible region, ibig sabihin infinite or no feasible solution. Okay? And then for the branching for x sub 1, since non-integer pa din, we have x sub 1 is less than or equal to 6, and x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 7. At yun po yung ating kailangan ulit i-plot or i-graph dito sa ating natitirang feasible region. Ito po yung ating natitirang feasible region. Okay, so after natin ma-plot, so ayan, we have x sub 2 less than or equal to 6, Ito po yun. Itong part na to. At ang arrow niya ay papunta sa left since less than. At ang x sub 1 and then x sub 1 is greater than or equal to 7. Papunta naman po sa ating right yung ating arrow. Okay? So, dito po sa ating x sub 1 is less than or equal to 6. So, meron po tayong nahagip sa feasible region. So, we have 6, 0, and also yung ating 6, 1. Okay? So, dito sa ating 6, 0, and 6, 1, aalamin natin yung may pinakamalaking value ng z. So, ang 6, 0, we have 60 ang z, at ang 6, 1, we have 60 plus 20 is 80. So, mas malaki yung coordinate na 6, 1. So, yun ang ating pipiliin at ilalagay dito sa ating node. We have x sub 1 is equal to 6, x sub 2 is equal to 1, and then z is equal to 80. Okay? And since yan po ay integer na, kung mapapansin natin, wala na tayong branching na susunod dyan. And then, 80 yung value ng z, na kung saan may nakuha tayo kanina, yung mga previous nating z na 90, ibig sabihin itong 80 o itong node na to is considered as bottom node. Kasi nga po, mas mababa yung value ng z compared dun sa ating nakuha na 90. Okay? And then x sub 1 greater than or equal to 7, ito po yun. Nagkaroon po ulit tayo ng bagong intersection dito. Ayan. Ito na lang pong maliit na triangle ang ating feasible region. So dito we have 7, 0. Meron tayong 8, 0. And then, aalamin natin yung value na yun. So ang ating x sub 1 is equal to 7, nag-intersect sa ating equation 1. So kapag ang x sub 1 ay 7, we have 6 times 7 is 42. Lilipat sa kabila, magiging 6. Di-divide natin sa 8. Therefore, x sub 2 is equal to 0.75. Kaya po yung intersection na yun ay 7 and 0.75. Okay? Yun po ang ating ilalagay since siya naman po yung may maximum value ng z. Therefore, x sub 1 is 7 and x sub 2 is 0.75. And the value of z is 85. Okay? So, hindi pa po natatapos. Bakit? Kasi yung ating x sub 2 ay 0.75. Hindi pa siya whole number. Ibig sabihin, x sub 2, kailangan ulit natin ng branching. At ano po ang ating dalawang constraint? So, we have x sub 2 is less than or equal to 0. And then x sub 2 is greater than or equal to 1. Ipa-plot po natin yan. So, kapag pinalat natin siya dito, ang x sub 2 is na less than or equal to 0 ay itong part na to, pababa. At ano po ang ating natamaan sa feasible region? We have 7, 0 and 8, 0. So, alin sa dalawa ang may mas malaking value ng z? So, sa 7, 0, 7 times 10 is 70. At sa 8, 0 naman, 8 times 10 is 80. Therefore, yung 80 po yung ating may mas malaking value ng z. Kaya ang ating x sub 1, x sub 2 ay 8 and 0. And for the value of z, we have 80. At since yung ito ay integer na, at mas mababa yung value natin ng z, so itong node na to is considered as bottom node. Okay? And then for x sub 2, less than or equal to 1, so itong point na to is 0.75. At kung gagawa tayo ng greater than or equal to 1, hindi matatamaan yung ating point na yun. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ang ating solution ay infinite. And we have no feasible solution. Okay? Therefore, ano po ang ating optimal solution dito or optimal value? We have x sub 1 is equal to 5, x sub 2 is equal to 2, wherein z is equal to 90, and x sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to 2, and z is equal to 90. Ibig sabihin, nasa level 2 at level 3 po ang ating optimal solution. X sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to 3, z is equal to 90, and then x sub 1 is equal to 5, x sub 2 is equal to 2, z is equal to 90. Ayan po ang ating branch and bound or yung model para dito sa ating example. At nakaabot po tayo ng we have level 0, level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So kung may question po ay paki-message na lang po ako or dun sa ating GC. And I hope na maging clear at maintindihan na po yung ating branch and bound algorithm for the maximization problem. So thank you.